Hi Urban Farm, welcome to today's video. And first of all, before we even begin, I'd want us to have a moment of silence because being Kenyan right now is the toughest thing we have to do is wear our skin as Kenyans and wake up every day knowing that things are going so unfairly in our country at the moment. And this being post Maandamano Day, let us have a moment of silence for the Shujas we lost last year and this year during the protests. Let us have a moment of silence for all the rape victims, all the ladies who left their homes and were raped. Let's have a moment of silence for every parent who is grieving the loss of their child. Let's have a moment of silence for every person who is hospitalized or facing injuries or going through a really hard time because of everything that they had to go through throughout this whole time. To all our Shujas, we honor you, we see you, we feel you, and we are standing with you. Our nation must rise. Okay, so today I'm talking about injecting vitamin N as a soft girly and doing it in a way that says, hey, I do not want to do this, and I'm going to tell you without having arguments, without having complaints, without back and forths, okay? So if you grew up like me, you're probably a recovering nice girl. Like, when I say nice girl, I mean people pleaser, someone who never says no, someone who's not assertive at all. You have no sense of autonomy or very little sense of autonomy. Autonomy is being able to dependently make decisions and stick by them without feeling guilty, without the shame, without everything that comes with it. You understand? So, first of all, I want to introduce you guys, you girls. I just said you guys, like, forgive me. I'll introduce you, my ladies, to this fine little cute mini perfume. Like, I know I'm not gonna get keep. I just got this at our local beauty cosmetic shop, okay? So it was like an emergency perfume because the one I use, like, Elisha. So this one is a soft, like, can you look at that color? Can you look at that? Like, look at that packaging, so cute. It's a mini perfume. Like, oh, you carry it everywhere you go with you, and it's so convenient, and it smells so good. Like, guys, I'm not going to gatekeep on this one because hey, it's yummy. It's a yummy scent. I'm not one for sweet scents, but this is clean and sweet at the same time. It's so yummy. Like, it's called Haya. It's called Haya, right? It's called Haya, and I'm not gonna gatekeep this for you girls. And you see, it matches my nails too. See that? You see that? You see that? Okay. And also, this lip shade, it's called L. This combo, L lipstick. I think it's lip gloss, lipstick. I have no idea, but this is where our lip combo is coming. So as you can see, I think it's not pinking because I put like eyeliner to line my lips. But yeah, this is cute. Like, anything that speaks soft, that speaks blush, that speaks pink, that speaks lavender, that speaks lilac, anything soft and mint green is what we're going for in this era. Like, really neutral colors, soft colors, colors that say, hi, I'm a lady, and yeah. Now we're gonna talk about the being lady and not taking the BS part. So, like I said, if you are like me, you're probably a recovering nice girl. You're learning how to have boundaries. And not just having them. Like, having boundaries is one thing. But enforcing the boundaries, now that's a whole other ball game. And now this is where we are. Recovering nice girl, because now we've identified the things we don't like that make us nice, including being nice is people use you like a doormat, and you're not supposed to be a doormat. We're soft girls. If people use us as doormats, we won't have the space, the energy, the time, the appreciation for who we really are. So it's time for us to put that aside and say, hey, these are my boundaries and I'm going to enforce them. Okay, I'll give you a scenario. So there's one lady called Sheila, right? She reached out and she's a soft girl, okay? She's very soft. And she gave me a scenario. We were having a conversation and she gave me a scenario. I have permission to actually share this information with you. So she had friends and she was introduced to this group chat, right? That was like a girls' trip group chat, right? And it was all good, all fun, people suggesting bottomless brunch dates and all the good stuff. Till one day it turned from that, before they could even leave and have their first date, to helping XXX, oh god, that sounds so wrong, helping Y move out, okay, to her new apartment. And so they're chatting, right? And they say, yeah, we're gonna help her move out on Saturday, which is cool, okay. Then they assign Sheila to manual labor and say, Sheila, we would want you to help with the lifting of the boxes when Sheila is moving out. I guess this was her exact reaction when she saw that text. Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I left my diamonds up in a 6th dimension. Wait a minute. Like, did you just assign me to that manual labor? So, this is what she said. And I really loved her response. I really loved how she came back and said, this is not something I want. First of all, it's my ovulation period. Second of all, it's a weekend. Saturday is my rest day. And third of all, manual labor, me. Like, how many of us are in that group and you decide that I'm gonna do the manual labor, okay? So she texts, right? And she's like, guys, I really want to help Y emotionally and not physically. And that's what I'm going to do. Saturday, see what she said. Saturday is my realignment and rest day. I will not be available, and if I was, I would not opt for the manual labor. So what I can do in my position is send snacks and maybe help out with chipping in some kidogo cash for moving out. But I'm not going to do that manual labor. She communicated. She was so clear. She didn't hide that Saturday is, her rest day. She said it. She said, I'm resting on Saturday, guys. I am realigning myself on Saturday. She didn't say, Sato, siko around, sitakuwa. She communicated it softly. And someone replied, lol. And I feel like if we are clear with what is actually happening and what we want, it makes it easier for us to escape and just like push away from all the BS that is there. Another scenario, a guy texts, WYD, what are you doing? First of all, as a soft girl, you do not want to be put in a position for struggle love or hustle love, or you have to cry love, or you have to build from the bottom love. Like, come on, give me something to work with. What is YWD? This is how you would respond to such, okay? Like you say, I'm sorry, I communicate using full sentences, full words, punctuation marks. Let them know. And exit the chart, okay? Like, it's so easy for us to be put in positions of feeling like we deserve to struggle for things and beg for things and beg for respect and cry and all those things. First of all, hold up, respect is earned. You cannot go demanding for respect, telling people you have to respect me, because what are you doing for me to actually disrespect you? Let's first of all make that clear. So second of all, I'm not gonna beg. If it requires me to beg, if it requires me to cry, to sweat, to struggle to get it, I'm not gonna chase it. We are not going to do that. We're not. Why would we do that? And there is also this whole thing of family guilt tripping you to do things just because you're family. I feel like that's a bit far-fetched. And honestly, we should go according to the energy, because how are we pouring from an empty cup? How do you expect me to give you love where I do not have enough for myself? Where do you expect me to pull myself, stretch myself out for you, and I do not have enough to stretch out for myself? It is high time we communicate effectively and exit scene as soon as possible. Because one thing about us recovering nice girls is that saying no is such a task we have to learn. And it is so hard to master that task. So hard to master how to communicate your boundaries without feeling guilty, without feeling like you're hurting someone. This is something we're growing and learning. And we need grace, even from those who are around us, because we are humans. We will not cater to your emotions. You need to cater to your own emotions. It's that simple. It's given. Is it really hard for you to respect that we're having boundaries? Because talking about being assertive, standing and saying no, and your no being no, is not something we learn. Growing up, we're taught how to be nice girls. That you should always say yes to that uncle, yes to that relative, yes to the teachers, to the people around us. And we grow up not having autonomy. We grow up not being able to make decisions without feeling like we're hurting people. And these same people will make decisions that hurt us without even thinking twice. Now, it's high time we put ourselves in that position of I will not pour from an empty cup. And how do we do that? First of all, it starts with, do I love myself enough to look at myself in the mirror and say, God, you snapped when you were making me. You snapped when you were creating me. You look at yourself and you smile and you appreciate what you see, because he snapped when he was making you. He really did. Second of all, how healthy is your environment? How healthy are the people around you? Are they healthy enough to respect that you're in a season of growth, in a season of learning to become? Because we're daughters, some of us are mothers, some of us are sisters, aunties, don't know if your grandmother's here too, but yeah, we have to play that role and still play the role as a sister, play the role as a family member, play the role in our businesses, in our workplaces, play the role in society as a whole. So yes, we are ever becoming. We will never arrive, because we're always becoming. Every time we achieve something, there's something more to be achieved. And we can give ourselves grace by putting ourselves in the right places. Do not put yourself among people who are narcissistic, people who do not care, people who are takers and takers without giving. Mind your space, mind your people, mind your tribe. It's not about how long you've known someone. It's not about what they've done for you, but it's about what they've done to you. How do they treat you? How do they look at you? How do they respect you? Do they see what you see when you look at yourself in the mirror? And then thirdly, our relationship with our Creator. We are one whole source. The Bible says in Genesis 1:26 that we were created in His image and His likeness. We look like God, and we are like God. And we cannot be like God without being in and with God, because He's the source, He's the sole communicator. He's the one that makes things happen. He's the one that communicates to the sun to shine properly on our skin so that we do not get cancer. He's the one that brings people into our lives. The right people, not the people who teach you lessons all the time. He's the one that puts us in positions of favor and grace to dine with kings and sit in high places and serve the kings and be kings. I'm saying kings because in the Bible there is no gender. Okay, there is the gender, but like how do I say this? In the spiritual realm, in Christianity, we're all sons of God, right? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, kings. He's the one that puts us in positions to be able to achieve all the things we said we're going to achieve. And to top it all up, He is the one who gives us life, that we can go out, fight for our rights, and come back home safe and sound. He is the one. So when we learn how to be intimate with Him, then we shall be the women after God's own heart. And with God, everything is possible. There is nothing impossible to Him. And that's how we communicate. Because we know He who is inside of us is greater than he who is in the world. So what am I afraid of? What do I fear? He's given us dominion over the trees, the plants, over the birds in the air, and the water, and the fish in the sea, and everything. Nothing on this earth has been put here to harm us. The sun shall not smite me by day, nor the moon by night, because I am under the rock. He created it. No one is gonna take water and the earth, soil, right, that you stepped on it and do things to you, because He mandated that you have authority over that soil. So it will bow down to you and not hurt you. So we need to understand our position in our King's place. Now, I am a believer, so I will talk about my God because I have seen Him. And He truly is who He says He is. The same way we, as Kenyans right now, are exactly who TF we think we are. Okay? So let us keep fighting for our nation, but softly, personally, build our boundaries and enforce those boundaries. Till next time. Thank you so much, Aben. Urban Farm. Till next time, thank you so much, Urban Farm. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, share, and watch the whole video. It really helps me. It really helps me build my channel when you like all the videos. Till next time, till next Thursday, see you up on farm for more story tales. Alrighty, bye bye.